It's not too late to start working out this year, and I'm going to show you how to get started with just 2 routines that almost anybody can follow. In this video, we're going to cover why you should be exercising in the first place, the 2 routines that I recommend that most anybody can follow, how you should be eating throughout this entire process, how you should be recovering, and some extra tips if you really want to maximize your growth. If you guys are interested, click the link in the description where I've put together a free resource that lays out everything I cover in this video, as well as some additional tips and tricks that will really help you get going. No matter where you are with your fitness level, there are so many reasons why you should be working out on a daily basis. Apart from a better quality of life, living longer, feeling better, looking better, you actually perform better in literally every part of your life if you are exercising regularly. I talk about this in a previous video where I cover the book Spark, The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain, where Dr. John Ratey talks about how exercise affects learning, it affects your memory, it affects how you age, it affects things like ADHD, depression, anxiety, addiction, and so many other things. So if you're interested, go check out that video. So really, it all comes down to this. You only get one shot at life, and you only get one body and one chance. So why not make the most of what you have right now by working out, exercising, and making it the best that it can possibly be? At the end of the day, your quality of life really is just about how you feel and about how you function. So let's jump into what every good workout routine should have. The first is a plan before you even get started working out. The next is a little bit of mobility work to keep you loose and functional. As you get stronger and grow, you want to be able to move along with being stronger. The next is adding in some cardio, specifically zone 2 cardio. And the last one is a personal favorite, which is hanging on a bar to increase grip strength and overall shoulder mobility. All right, so let's jump into the 2 workout routines that I recommend for most everybody. The first is a push-pull legs split. What this means is on day 1, you're going to be doing a push-focused workout. This is any exercise that is pushing. So this is bench press, this is tricep extension, these are dips, these are anything where you are pushing, basically. And this is where a lot of flexibility comes into play, because before you go to the gym, you can write down, well, I'm going to do bench press, I'm going to do cable flies, I'm going to do some incline bench press, and then I'm going to do some tricep extensions, I'm going to do some lateral raises for my shoulders. And so you can really get creative and flexible as you go along. Now, the push generally means you're going to be targeting your chest, you're going to be targeting your shoulders, and you're going to be targeting your triceps. So push generally is going to cover those areas. On a pull day, those are any exercises where you're pulling weight towards you or pulling your body. So those are generally going to be back exercises and bicep exercises. So those are things like curls for your biceps, those are pull-ups or chin-ups, these are rows for your back, these are cable pull-downs. This is any exercise that is going to target your back or your bicep. The next part of the split is your legs. This is the next day. Now your legs, obviously, is going to be a lot of squatting. This is going to be leg extensions, leg curls, calf raises, tibialis raises, anything that's going to cover your legs. This routine is really good for people who like some flexibility. It also provides a little bit of structure so that you're making sure that you're sticking to those workouts on those specific days, the push, pull, and legs split. The reason why the push, pull, legs is really good is, like I said, flexibility. You can rotate through each day and work out 6 days a week or 7 days a week if you want, or even just 3 days a week. But you just alternate between push, pull, and leg day. You can do that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, where you're just alternating between, or you could do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, where you do push, pull, legs, and then a Tuesday, Thursday is a cardio focused day, and then Saturday, Sunday is recovery. There's really no limit to what you can do. You can basically do whatever you want, and that's why this is such a good split. The next routine that I would recommend is the 5-3-1 workout routine. There's an app for this that makes it extremely easy to get started. You put your 1 rep maxes in for the 4 exercises. That's going to be deadlift, bench press, overhead press, and squat. Those are the 4 main compound exercises that you're going to be doing with this routine, where every day is focused on a different compound lift. Then if there's time at the end of the workout, you have the option to do some accessory lifts, which is just going to be your bicep curls, going to be your pull-ups, it's going to be your rows, it's going to be any other exercise that will help you with those specific muscle groups that you worked out with your compound lift. The reason why this is so great is because everything is completely structured for you. There's no guesswork involved. It tells you exactly what weight to do, how many reps to do it, and how long to rest. And the app handles every single thing for you. It even tracks your progress. And there's free and pro versions of the app. So it is an extremely easy and structured, beginner-friendly routine that anybody can follow, and it takes all the guesswork out of everything. So let's talk about what you should be eating while you are exercising and while you're working out. Generally speaking, you should be eating a high-protein diet, because if your whole goal is to build muscle and lose fat, protein is the most satiating macronutrient. It is also the one that is going to help you build muscle. So you want your diet to be high in protein. Natural question is, how much protein should you be getting in your diet per day? So a good rule of thumb is 1 gram of protein per pound of lean mass in your body. If you don't know what your lean mass is, there's ways to figure that out. But an alternative way of looking at it is 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So I weigh 175 pounds right now, so that would give me roughly 140 grams of protein that I need to be getting every single day. A great way to make sure that you can get all your protein in for the day is by meal prepping ahead of time. This is taking a Saturday or a Sunday or any day of the week and prepping a lot of food that is high in protein that you can put in the freezer, you can put in the fridge, and you can get later. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. You don't have to think on a day-to-day basis. There's fewer decisions. It just generally makes everything way easier for you. So you put in work ahead of time, and then you just coast throughout the week, eating what you've already prepared. So let's talk about how you should be recovering while you are exercising. The most important thing that you need to keep in mind is to get enough sleep, and this needs to be a priority. It's almost as important as actually exercising in the first place, is getting enough sleep and allowing your body time to recover from its daily activities, from your workouts, from whatever. In sleep, that's when your body is actually repairing the muscles that you tore at the gym. It is where you are gaining energy. It is where you're recovering, and you will perform better in every part of your life if you are getting enough sleep. So that is the number one priority for you after the gym, is that night get 8 hours of sleep. One thing that I recommend for everybody is using a sleep calculator to let you know when you should be going to sleep in order to feel your best when you wake up. As we sleep, we go through cycles that are about 90 minutes each, and you really want to shoot for 5 to 6 sleep cycles a night. So these calculators are really helpful because you put in what time you want to go to bed or what time you want to wake up in the morning, and it gives you times that will allow you to get those 5 or 6 sleep cycles, or more or less depending on what you want to do. And it helps you know exactly what time you should be shooting to go to bed so that you can feel your best when you wake up. The other thing that I recommend is regularly tracking your sleep. Now, why is this helpful? Well, when you track your sleep, you can see trends and patterns over time. What I like to do is I look at the week as a whole and I see the average amount of sleep that I've gotten per night. And that really helps me see, okay, if I'm only getting 7.5 hours and I know I'd like to be getting 8 on average, then that means that I need to put in a greater effort in the next week to make sure that that average is at the 8-hour mark. It also helps when you look at a month at a time or 6 months at a time, and you can see how you're trending, if you're trending up, down, or if you're maintaining with your sleep duration. So I recommend either using a spreadsheet or any type of fitness tracker that will help you track your sleep. So before I mentioned having 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of lean body mass. And the question is, how do you know what your lean body mass is? And that really leads us into the next section, which is all about some extra tips and tricks that will help you maximize your growth and give you more information. Now, the way that you can learn your lean body mass and a bunch of other useful information about your body is getting a body composition scan. The two that I'm most familiar with is the InBody scan and a DEXA scan. There's a lot of other different types, but those are the two that I would recommend and have the most experience with. The reason why a body composition scan is so useful is because it tells you things like your lean body mass, your weight, your skeletal muscle mass, your body fat percentage, how much fat and muscle is in each part of your body, your visceral fat levels, and how many calories you need to maintain your weight per day. There's a lot of useful information, and with this information, you can then craft a diet that will help you. You know exactly how many calories you need to either gain muscle or to lose fat or both. It's just good to have all this information, and the more information you do have, the better everything will be. The other thing I recommend doing on top of a body composition scan is before you start working out is taking a before picture and then taking a progress picture every week. From a week-to-week basis, you're likely not going to notice much of a change, but over months and over years, you're going to see huge changes, and it's kind of fun to see your progress as you are going from a week-to-week basis. Also, once you do see progress in these pictures, after a month or two, you can compare the first one to the most recent one. And that type of growth is extremely motivating because you have undeniable proof that you are seeing results and that things are actually happening and you're getting results based on your effort. So taking before pictures and then regular update pictures throughout is a great idea. The other thing I recommend is taking videos of your exercises while you're working out. And this is not to post, this is not necessarily to show anybody else, although you can. It's mainly for yourself. So you can, number one, see your form and improve on your technique. But number two, see your progress and actually see yourself lifting the weight. When you max out, say on bench press, squat, deadlift, or overhead press, you'll see your beginning weight. And then months later, when you max out again, you'll see that you're likely moving more weight, which is extremely motivating, just like the photos. And it's a great idea to help keep you motivated and keep you going. The last thing I'd recommend is getting a workout partner, getting a friend, getting somebody to go to the gym with you and to exercise. It really holds you accountable. You help each other, you push each other, you can spot for each other, and it really makes going to the gym a much more enjoyable experience. You have a friend, you have somebody who is working towards their own goals alongside you and yours. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you start your workout journey right away if you haven't already. And if you're just looking to switch things up, I hope you got a few good ideas to improve what you're already doing.